defense. What do you think about that first half, though, even though it was a tricky start?
Yeah, I mean, it was.
Yes, we welcome back to another episode on Gunners Street. For like anything Arsenal related, don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and join the family. We're on the road to 2K subs, so all your love and support is definitely appreciated on this journey. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button to join the family, like I said. And let's get straight into the video, as I want to talk about Gabriel Martinelli today. And I've seen a lot of people going around making their who to sell, who to buy lists, and really ranking the squad and really talking about players in preparation for next season. And there's been a lot of discourse around Gabriel Martinelli and his future, especially with the links to Rodrigo. And don't get me wrong, I'm one that is advocating that Arsenal need, not even should be looking at or want, Arsenal need a starting left winger. And that's no slight to Gabriel Martinelli. I think Gabriel Martinelli can be a good player. I love Gabriel Martinelli. I got his first jersey. I love Martinelli as a player, but he's not developed to the level Arsenal need him to be during his course of his career. And you can make various arguments as to why that is the case. For example, you can look at Mikel Arteta's style of play shifting. His best season was 22-23. We played more, especially more quicker tempo footballs, played through the lines better. Granted, Xhaka, having a player of his standard, allow us to do that. And not having that profile in the team, or not having that quality in the team, Gabriel Martinelli suffered in terms of his goal scoring rate dipping, especially with injuries over the last 2 seasons, picking up multiple injuries throughout the stretch which started his Arsenal career. Now, if I'm being honest, I like Martinelli, but to hear some of this conversation about him being sold, I think we need Martinelli just as much as we knew the new starting left winger. No, you asked me this way. You're saying, oh, we already have Trossard. Yes, I'm thinking to keep Trossard too. The problem about Arsenal last season is when we look to the bench, it wasn't deep enough in attacking areas. And I think Trossard is someone that can play as a 10, can play as a 9. Martinelli can play as a 9, play off the left, play off the right even if we need him. He played some minutes, especially at the back end of the season, playing off the right. And then you have Rodrigo, who could also play off the right if you need him to, if push come to shove, which I think he will be a mainly left winger. That's mainly what I think what he's coming in to do. So if you were to ask me, do I think we should sell Martinelli? I say no. I think we keep Martinelli. We need to add to this squad. Selling Martinelli about money. Arsenal, yes, you always have to watch PSR and stuff like that, but Arsenal are in such a good PSR position from all these reports and all these ITKs. What are we talking about money? What are we talking about raising funds? Care about raising funds. I'm trying to raise trophies. And having a Martinelli off the bench with that speed, who to be honest is our only outball in that attack as of right now with speed. Trossard is not a fast player. There's so many times, I love Trossard too, but there's so many times I watch Trossard, he just can't burst past a player, especially on the counter attack. That is something we're going to lose with Gabriel Martinelli, especially off the bench when legs tire. Just look at the Nations League final. You see Leao come off the bench, a direct player willing to take on players with speed. You need those types of players in off the bench to bring off the bench. So listen, I get what people say, raise funds for Gabriel Martinelli. I totally hear it. But if you ask me, I think you keep him. You absolutely keep him. 10 goals and I think 6 assists in the season. And I think you also keep Trossard, who got 20 GA again this season, and also another experienced player. Only 1 more year left on his contract. This will be a year whether you decide to keep him or not. And you don't necessarily need to. You just buy another player. Listen, man, I think we definitely keep with Gabriel Martinelli. But you let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts. Also, people, in other news, the Zubimendi deal that I was panicking on finally got some confirmation on that. But also the big mainstream headlines. All reports state that Zubimendi will be an Arsenal player this summer. Just a few minor details in terms of getting the deal over for the next financial year for Real Sociedad, as Arsenal and Sociedad have a very good relationship, especially according to Fabrizio Romano. So listen, it looks like we all panicked for nothing. Well, most of us, some of us didn't. Credit to you guys. I was starting to get some doubts, especially with those Real Madrid talks coming around, but nothing concrete ever came out. So it's glad to see, especially Hand of Arsenal, who was one who was also big on this, who was also firm on this, also firm on a lot of Sesko news as well. So credit to Hand of Arsenal. But yeah, man, it looks like Zubimendi will be our Arsenal player. That is also good to hear, especially watching Zubimendi in the Nations League final. What a quality player. For me, I thought he was man of the match in that thing on the Spain side. I thought he was brilliant. The way he progressed the ball, scored a goal, got in good positions. Even across the 2 games against France, he was a really, really good link-up player. And he could play really, really well. He gets the ball, receives it really well, passes it really well, and takes on players, drives with the ball from midfield. And having that ability, especially against low-block teams, mid-block teams too, I think that will help us massively. But yes, people, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This is Gunner Street. I have all Arsenal content here on this channel, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and help me on the road to 2K subs. If you like anything you see on this video, drop a like, and let's get this video to at least 15 likes. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's hit that goal. Peace.